Hi guys, my name is Athaya Zahra, and today I'm going to go through the design process of my record cover project. Without further ado, let's begin. The album I chose for my project is called In the Shape of a Dream by an American artist, Alex O'Neill, that goes by the name Ayokay. So the very first step on this process is understanding the brief. I really like using OneNote, so in here I decided to note all of the important things. I can easily go back to it if I forget something. So, based on the brief, what I need to do is to create 3 rough digital sketches of the vinyl cover iterations with each different conceptual ideas. A front and back of the album cover, and also one album poster and a process video. So the next step is to do the research. So first and foremost, I listened to this album a lot of times and never actually getting bored of it, and look for each of the songs' meanings on the internet. In the keyword section is where I conclude and generalize the sentences from the meaning by lyrics per song section into one word. This makes the key ideas of the album easier to remember with just reading a few words. In the On the Web section is where I write useful information regarding the album or the songs from the artists, interviews, or even reviewers and consumers of the album from the internet. In this last section is where I write a lot of initial ideas into what the record cover will be like, aka the brainstorming part. So this album is actually telling the story of a lost love, romantic troubles, and loneliness, with a style and energy that makes these issues feel uplifting, when in reality it is the opposite. So after some brainstorming, I made 3 rough sketches of iterations. So in this first concept, I tried to illustrate how the music makes the issues that are sung and talked about in the lyrics of the songs look and feel, which is why I chose this color palette, bright and fun, just as like what the instruments sound and feel. In this concept, I tried to symbolize the beautiful memories, the past relationship as the rose, and the feeling of pain of being stuck with the memories as handcuffs. This concept's color palette is inspired by Pantone's 2016 Color of the Year. Since I first listened to this album, I thought that this color palette really describes the music that Ayokay makes. People here in the sketch symbolizes a person and their past love. They are surrounded by the sheets of white photographs floating in the air. They're symbolizing the memories both person had and all around them because it's all they can remember and see. This third iteration, I tried to use photography, illustrating the sadness side to the album. I overlaid 2 images together and changed the colors into the shade of blue. Using color psychology, I chose blue because it communicates calm and sadness. I ended up choosing the second iteration because I feel like I can develop it into something more. I then created this image in Photoshop and Illustrator following the concept. The result was not as I was expecting it to be. I feel like it was too rigid. I then made another iteration to develop this concept a little bit better. So again, the 2 people here in the sketch symbolizes a person and their past love, with wireframes on their heads illustrating the feeling that they are trapped in their own heads, constantly reliving the memories with the other person that they can't forget. And then I began on producing the image. I decided to use 2 of my own photographs that I took. This image is taken in a plane above the clouds when I was on my way to Australia to continue my studies in QUT on February 2020. And this image is taken in Australia Zoo in Beerwah when the sun sets in the winter of 24th of June. So when you combine these 2 images, it created a fusion of both pink and purple in the sky It creates a more prominent pink, rose quartz, and serenity blue in this composition, which is what I'm going for.